Hoop session number 2. In here getting it in. Get ready. What we doing, man?
We running the court. They got the ball.
And they still lost.
Look, Trey on the thing.
This story, I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. I was in the gym. I want to say I was getting ready for Chris Diaz or something, and he was sparring like a heavyweight fighter. I'm looking, I'm type nervous for him. I'm like, why is he in the ring with this big old dude? And man, I swear he done caught this dude on the shin. Boom, dude, wobbling all around the ring. I'm like,
Crawford just released his training video for Canelo, and it's already clear that he's treating this not just like another fight. Something his trainer Bomac has made clear. Bomac has revealed that he's already brought in a weapon in camp. A fighter who doesn't just mimic Canelo's size but carries real danger. Lester Martinez just blasted through Johan James, who had never tasted defeat before, and made it look casual. A 4th-round knockout. Like that doesn't happen, unless you've got both power and speed, and that's exactly why Bulma wants him pushing Crawford to the brink every single day in sparring.
The kid, man, nobody really heard about him. Some of them heard about him, but his name is Lester Martinez, man. He's from Guatemala. And man, that boy bad as shit. I tell you, 168 pounds, he bad as shit. He got a couple to world championships, 168 pounds.
Martinez walks around as a natural super middleweight. The same weight class that Canelo rules, Crawford has never fought there. Never even tested his body at 168 in a sanctioned match. He dominated at 140, reigned at 147, dipped into 154 just once, and now he's skipping the rest of the pool and diving into the deep end against one of the best ever. Canelo has sat at the throne for years. Bigger men have tried to bully him. He's faced more power than Crawford's ever had to worry about. But Crawford doesn't care about how big Canelo is, and neither does Bomac.
Anybody that believes in hardcore boxing fans, they know Crawford can beat Canelo, just like they knew Bud was going to beat Spence. This is real simple. Real simple. You just got to know boxing in order for you to be able to say that. Okay, Terence go get in there and do what he needs to do. Perform.
Bomac was direct when asked about the size disadvantage. He didn't pretend it's not there, but he dismissed it as a decisive factor. No, I'm not worried about size. He said Terence has a great eye for boxing and a great boxing IQ. The only person who can beat Terence is himself. That level of confidence isn't new for Crawford's camp, but against a naturally bigger fighter like Alvarez, it will be tested more than ever. Bomac acknowledged that being worried is a natural part of preparing for a fight, but not a defining one. He has stated clearly that he trusts who Crawford is and what motivates him. He knows this fight is about legacy, and most of all, silencing those who say it can't be done, and silencing history itself by doing what no one else has.
Crawford, that the size and the strength of Canelo Alvarez will carry today, ultimately wearing the perceivably smaller Terence Crawford down. What do you say about that?
I tell you like this. The man must have seen something when he called Canelo out. Because you got to remember, Bud called Canelo out. So he must see something in order for him to get that win. And he know he can win. So like I said before, it's our job to get into that point.
Crawford is chasing something nobody else has achieved in this era. Undisputed in 3 weight divisions, he's already done it at 140. He did it again at 147 against Errol Spence Jr., where he put on a career best performance, scoring multiple knockdowns and stopping a previously unbeaten unified champion. The Canelo fight at 168 is the leap beyond what anyone else has even attempted, with real seriousness. Crawford isn't getting a soft entry into super middleweight. He's facing the #1 guy. When pressed on whether this is Crawford's toughest fight, Bomac didn't hesitate. Oh yeah, he said, just look at the level of accomplishments.
Speed over Canelo. I got the reach over. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
Obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No.
That sentence sums up the respect they have for Canelo. The experience, the belts, the names on the resume. Golovkin, Kovalev, Plant Smith, Saunders. Canelo has walked through some of the most respected fighters across multiple divisions.
G on Bud's resume. There's no Trout on Bud's resume. There's no Daniel Jacobs on Bud's resume. Canelo is the one that's fought the elite level opposition. It's Canelo that fought Laura. There is no Laura on Bud's resume. There is no Laura on Bud's resume. Bud has never faced a multiple division champ. Bud has never faced a multiple division champ.
Okay, but Bud is an elite boxer.
So you're an elite boxer, but you haven't.
That experience brings not just technique and durability, but composure and timing. Canelo knows how to control a fight. He knows how to conserve energy, pick his spots, and make opponents feel the weight of his presence even when he's not throwing.
He's got to beat him. I'm not going in there looking to knock Canelo out. Could it happen? Yes, absolutely. You know, when I look at Canelo, he's a smaller, bigger guy moving up in divisions. You know, being that these big guys are slower, so they might catch him with something, but he might see it at the last moment. You know, they might catch him with a hard shot, but he's able to roll and turn.
This composure was part of Dmitry Bivol's analysis as well. The Russian light heavyweight, one of the only two men to beat Canelo, was ringside recently and commented on the matchup right after Canelo's win over Skull. Bivol told Fight Hub TV that Crawford's mentality would be key. He called Crawford's mindset a champion mentality and said that would set this fight apart from others.
Here for Fight TV with Terence Crawford. What do you make of Canelo versus Skull?
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight tonight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford.
In the Skull fight, Bivol observed that Canelo controlled the entire pace. When he wanted to rest, he could rest. Bivol noted against Crawford, Bivol expects something different. No easy rest, no control without resistance. Crawford won't allow Canelo to dictate at will. That's the view of someone who has shared the ring with Canelo and understands the difficulty of unseating him.
I think Crawford will not let Canelo just walking on the ring when he wants. Because we could see this fight, Canelo did everything. When he wanna rest, he could rest easy, in this fight. Yeah, of course, when he wants to work, that guy didn't give him work. He just rest. I think with Crawford, it will be harder to rest.
Who do you think?
Still, Crawford is not Bivol. He's not a natural 175. He's a natural 135 who has added layers through disciplined training and years of controlled progression. The jump to 168 means he's going to face someone who can walk through shots that dropped. Welterweights Crawford's timing, footwork, and adaptability must all scale upward with him. He has to carry power that earns respect without sacrificing his speed and accuracy. That balance is the focus of this camp, and it's what Lester Martinez is helping simulate.
No problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing.
The fight will be promoted by Dana White under the new TKO banner, a partnership between White and Saudi boxing official Turki Al-Sheikh. It marks White's first official step into boxing promotion since the formation of TKO, and he's doing it on a grand stage, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on September 12th under the Riyadh season banner. Turki Al-Sheikh has described it as the fight of the century and teased major TV platform announcements. Soon, it's being set up as more than a title bout. This is a crossover moment for boxing. An event designed to bring multiple audiences together with two fighters who stand for elite skill and name recognition.